Alright, so let me make sure the sound is working on YouTube. And it is. Just got to verify that. So we're going to get started here with Bitcoin. We're going to let a few people join, and then I'll get started here in a few seconds. Let me turn this music down a little bit. So we're going to start with Bitcoin. I want to cover CRO a little bit, Jasmy a little bit. There's not much to talk about with SAJA and ElonOne, but we'll probably at least cover it. And then I'll just start taking requests in about 5-10 minutes. So with that being said, people can join in as I want. We'll get started here. Bitcoin tried to break out today. Is continuing up. The high today on Bitcoin was about 58,977 on Coinbase. We broke the 57.3 resistance for a while. Actually, we're still above it. So hopefully what we see Bitcoin do is come down to 57.3 or 57K and get the bounce before we move higher. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. The 50-minute chart looks like we should start going back up here on Bitcoin, so maybe go a little bit lower to 57.3. That's kind of my thoughts. I don't think you go much lower than 57K if you even go below 57K. But I think 57 to 57.3 is the bottom here on Bitcoin locally. That's just what I'm thinking, though. The 1-hour chart, according to the MACD, could definitely go down a little bit more. That's why I think 57 to 57.3 is probably the bottom, the local bottom for Bitcoin. 6-hour chart could also cool off. Let me look at the MACD for the daily chart. Daily chart, though, on Bitcoin looks ready to continue upwards. So I would say smaller time frames might need to cool off down to 57K, worst case scenario, in my opinion, not financial advice. And then I think you go higher. So that's kind of it. I think 57K is the bottom. The next target for Bitcoin, if you stay above 57.3, would be 63.7. We just got a daily candle close on Bitcoin. So you just started a new daily candle as well just a few minutes ago. And so it's looking, I don't know, I think it looks good. Right now, the 618 on Bitcoin is 64K. So that's the price you have to get above on the bigger time frames to be really bullish. But short term, I'm bullish right now. Macro time frames, I'm very bullish for December. Until you get to December, which is a day or two away, you could go sideways or go down a little bit. But I do think December, you go to 75 plus K on Bitcoin, maybe even 100K, honestly. December and January is usually when you're going to go parabolic every 4 years with Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens. I think Bitcoin locally could go down to 57K before you get the bounce. Okay, now let's go to CRO, CryptoCoin.com. So technically, if you're going with the trend lines, if you like trend lines and you're watching me on YouTube, you can see that I have a trend line drawn right here at 70 cents where we are right now. We're at 70.7 cents. If you don't hold this trend line, the next stop is 58 cents for CRO coin. If you hold this trend line, then that's very bullish. But if this is the bottom, this would be a double bottom on the 15-minute chart. And this would be a higher low from the 28th of November where we bottomed at 68 cents. So this would be a slightly higher low if this is the bottom. If it isn't the bottom, then I think 58 cents would be incoming and would. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for CRO. If you don't hold 70 cents, it's going to be really bad. If you can hold 70 cents, 85 cents is probably incoming. So that's about it for CRO. Let me go over to Jasmine, then we can look at the other. Okay, so Jasmine right now, which I do have a trade in right now. Let me zoom in on the MACD chart. I'm going to go to the 1-hour chart. So, kind of right now, I would say the MACD chart actually has more room to go down. I was really hoping 17 cents was the bottom, but let me look at some other time frames before I say anything. Because the 0.76, you're slightly below that using the fibs on Jasmine. That was at 16.9. So you're barely below the 0.76 right now. And I would say the 6-hour chart, though, on the MACD looks bullish. So I don't think you go much lower than 17 cents, though. If anything, I think we just consolidate here between 16.8, 16.7, and 17 cents for another few hours. But I do think eventually you're going to go higher. The 618 on the bigger time frames, like the daily chart, is at 19 cents. If you're above 19 cents on Jasmine, you're extremely bullish. So I do think Jasmine gets above 19 cents the first few days of December. So yeah, I don't think you go much lower than 17 cents. If you don't hold 17 cents, so the next stop would be 13 cents and then 11 cents after that. Worst case scenario, in my opinion, is 11 cents. I don't think you go below 11 cents in this bull market at least. Also, the 6-hour chart, like I said, is going up. The daily chart on the MACD for Jasmine is about to bounce, I think. We'll see though. I think the daily chart on Jasmine is about to also bounce on the MACD. So I think it's looking pretty bullish. You definitely could go if you don't go back above 17 cents. So 13 cents is incoming. All right, now let's go over to SAJA and then I'll start taking. If you guys want to ask me any questions or anything, we can go from there. SAJA is going to be really quick. It's at 18. If you're below 20, which you are right now, SAJA could go down to 10. There's really not much to talk about. The volume is at 85,000, so it's not really where I want it to be. But nothing has really changed the last few days. That's part of the reason I didn't make a video on SAJA earlier today. Okay, now let's go to Elon Onecoin. I did make a video on Elon Onecoin today. It's currently at 20.75. The price hasn't really changed today. You're down 2.5%. The volume's only 55,000, so that's extremely low. But I do think this month is when we launch the marketplace. And when that does happen, I expect us to go parabolic on Elon Onecoin. And you have some buys coming in. There was just a buy a few hours ago for 1.1 ETH. So that's not a bad buy. They're saying this wallet is currently holding $4.5 million of HOKK coin. I don't think that's accurate, but that's what it's saying. So I would say, plus, obviously, it's not even showing Elon Onecoin, which he just bought 1 ETH of. So obviously, this isn't even accurate right now in Etherscan. I also want to go see, so this wallet right here is tracking what Astro is doing, the dev of ElonOne, as far as updating the marketplace and everything. So it says an hour and 11 minutes ago he made a change to it. So he's made a few changes today. You can see that right now. If you guys want the link, I can send that to you in the Telegram group. But he's actively working on the marketplace, trying to get ready for launch. So that's why I think we're going to launch this month. How's it going? What do I think of Matic? Let's look at Matic. Daily chart for Matic's currently at $1.84. You're above the 618, which was down there at $1.47, $1.50. So then you're right at the 236 fib at $1.87. If you get above that, you'd probably go to your local high of what was it? The local high was $2.13. If you don't use the wicks, you got a wick up to 222 or almost 222. If you make a new higher high, you would be first targeting 283, where you had a local high, way back in the 19th of May. And if you use the fibs on the macro time frames, go all the way up and if you do the fib on the macro time frame from the tip top on the 19th of May from 283, and then you go to the next low point, which was way down here, and if you use the wicks, that would mean then your next moonshot if it made a new all-time high, your next moonshot would be $3.36, and then it'd be $4.20 basically. So, and then that changed your 618 down to $1.47. But that's if you change the fibs, which I don't like doing it on that big of a time frame. So, but I would say right now you're above the 618 on Matic. You're bullish, and I do think it will make a new all-time high above. I think Matic could honestly go to $10 this bull run. That's just, I like Matic. So that's what I think of Matic. So otherwise, if you have any more questions on TikTok, I can answer them. If you guys want to go check out my YouTube channel, that's Crypto Boss Andrew on YouTube. I know most of you guys are watching on TikTok, but who remembers the MU game? Now you can play Golden Age GA, which is inspired by MU. I have no idea. Appreciate the follow, Hopper. Appreciate it, Professor and CAJ. Awesome. So that's kind of it for crypto. We'll go back to Jasmine. Go back to the 1 hour chart. So if you guys have any other questions, appreciate the likes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Wow, 253 likes. That's awesome. Appreciate the follow. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I think. I'm just ready for Jasmine to pop off. That's what I'm waiting for. I think Jasmine's about to explode, though. It's at 16 cents. I don't think you go much lower than 17 cents. If you hold 17 cents, it's about to go parabolic, I think, especially if you get back above 19 cents. But that's kind of my opinion on that. So if you guys don't have any other questions, then I guess that's about it. Quick little stream. What are your thoughts on ADA? Let's go look at ADA. Okay, so the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. Currently at $1.62. So you had support at 150. Your next resistance is actually at $1.65. Your local high was $3.10. So if we assume that the bottom is in at $1.50 without using the wicks, and we do the fib from $3 down to $1.50, that would mean that your 618 is at $2.41. That's where you have to be above to be bullish on the big time frames. You also have the 236 fib at $1.90. The 0.382 is at 210. The 0.5 is at 225, and then 240 would be the 618, which if you're above the 618, you're really bullish. And then the 0.76 above the 618 is at 260. I think Jasmine short term is bearish until you have confirmation you're above the 618 at 245, or 240, I should say. But I would say macro timeframes, Cardano is extremely bullish. For the rest of this bull run, I think it's extremely bullish. It's currently at $1.62. I know it started this bull run at only a few pennies, but I do think Cardano is going to go parabolic in the final stages. Especially, I think that happens if Bitcoin gets to 150K or 140K, which is my prediction. I think Cardano hits $10 easy this bull run, even with the market cap being the way it is. VeChain by the end of the year. Ever heard of Metaverse Index PVI? I have not, but I can look it up. Input on CRO. I just went over CRO. If you guys want to rewatch that it is on my YouTube channel. But I did basically, to sum it up, say CRO, if you don't hold 70 cents, it's going to 55. If you hold 70 cents, 85 would be next. No, $1.20 would be next. So 85 cents and then $1.20. We can look at LRC. Wow, I haven't looked at LRC in a long time, and it's just, yeah, okay. So if you use the fib from the bottom right here, well, how do I want to do this? Yeah, if you use it from the bottom at 222 just a few days ago to the local top, which was at it was at $3.40 without using the wicks on the daily time frame. Let me zoom in a little bit because that is kind of a small time frame to use the fibs on. But then the 618 is at 268. If you're above it, you're bullish. This was a really small move, though, we're looking at, but it's the most recent price action. So currently, you're sitting at that 0.5 fib at $2.85. The 0.382 is at basically $3. Then the 0.236 is at $3.14. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I don't love loop ring. That's just my opinion, or I don't love it. But I would say, it's gonna do well this next. I do think loop ring also hits probably close to $10 this bull run, and maybe way higher. Has the opportunity to go way higher. I don't know. I don't love it. I like other coins better, like Jasmine, CRO, coins like that. But appreciate the follow. No problem, Piper. And okay, so what else? I want to look up MVI. Coin market cap. MVI. What is MVI? It doesn't say the market cap. I don't know. Let me see what MVI is. Combination of square root, market cap, and liquidity waiting to arrive at the final index weights. Okay. So we believe that it doesn't really tell it what it is, though. Oh, it's an index launched by Index Corporation Metaverse. is a basket of tokens designed to capture the trend of entertainment, sports, and business shifting to a virtual environment. The index is represented by an ERC20 token. Okay. Well, it doesn't tell me the market cap, so I don't really, I mean, I don't know how old it is either. I think it came out 4/18 or the 4th. It looks like it came out the 4th month of 2021. So it's pretty new. Well, no, it's not. It's 6 months old. It's an index. If CRO goes to 70 cents, will it go down to 55? Yes. I mean, I think so. I think, that's what I'm thinking. I hope that doesn't happen, but that's what I'm thinking. Holds metaverse tokens within it like Sandamana. Was just asking if you heard of it. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Got in at $145. It's at $350 right now, so you're doing pretty good. You're up double. Another coin that I've talked about this on my channel before. It's called Fear Coin. I got out most of my money because I originally put just over $1,000 in it. I sold a lot of it for Elon Onecoin, which right now is not looking like a good decision. But I did keep $100 in. Right now it's at $400. So it's not a lot of money, but it, so basically I'm saying I still think you're really early if you want to get into it. It's called Fear Coin. It's currently at $3.50. I initially got in at $1. I sold most of it. I still have a small bag of it, which I did sell at $2 with what I sold. So I did double my money, and right now everything I have is basically just a moon bag. But I still like this. I still think Fear Coin can hit $100. It's an NFT game coin, and I do think Fear Coin is probably going to get close to $100 this bull run. And right now it's at under $4. So I think Fear Coin, can do some crazy stuff. The 618 right now from the latest move it's had on the daily time frame is at about $1.64. So I would look into Fear Coin, guys, if you guys want a gem that I think is a gem. It's on CoinMarketCap, so you can look for it there. The market cap when I initially got in was 7 or 8 million. I think now it's around $20 million right now. So I don't know. I look into it. Do I think the Metaverse hype is over? Short term? No, I don't even think short term it is. No, I think long term it's obviously going to go parabolic, especially the next bull run. So like probably my play would be obviously get in now if you want, but definitely my play personally when I take my profits from crypto, wait for the bear market to get here. I plan to invest in a lot of Metaverse coins in the bear market. Plus probably by then there'll be even more of them out, but in the bear market they'll be way cheaper. So that's what I would recommend. Also, I'm going to get into a lot of DeFi coins that stake over the course of the bear market because a lot of people will sell and they won't be staking their coins. Now, I'm not going to stake my coins a whole bear market, but I do plan on staking my coins probably when I think the bottom is in or bottom is very close to being in the bear market because I just started staking DeFi coins right now and I love it. It's awesome. I mean, I got into a coin, I think it's called VVS coin. You can buy it on crypto.com. I got in when it was 11,000% APY. I didn't put much in, just a few $100. But at the time, if I didn't take any of it out within a year, it would have been worth almost 40 grand just from a few $100. Now it's like 3,000%, but still really good. Yeah, you saw it trending on Cro Coin, but haven't checked it out. Yep, I checked it. I don't remember how I heard about it, but I got in at $1. I sold my $2. Doubled my money. I kept a few $100 in, maybe $100 in, and now that's at $400. I don't plan on rebuying back in because I'm investing in other stuff, but I do think if you have extra money, if I had extra money laying around, I would buy back in, or I wouldn't have sold. But I like Fear Coin a lot, so I don't plan on selling that because I honestly think the money I have in there, which is $300 or $400 right now, I think that can hit 10 grand by the end of this bull market within 2 to 3 months. Because I also think altcoins linger past Bitcoin top, so that's kind of what I'm thinking on that.